Have you ever felt like there was no hope? That you were past the end of your rope? That there was no way to get out of whatever hardship that you were facing on your own? Strength? Gone. Wisdom? None. Hope? Depleted. Well, my name is Timothy, and I'm going to be sharing a true story about our limitations versus God's limitlessness. This fellow's name is John. It happened to him. John was at the top of his class academically and was well liked by the girls and the guys. He thought of himself like a lion, king of the jungle. And the thing was, he was. He was smart, likable, popular, and good looking. Moreover, he could sing. As a matter of fact, John was going to sing in the school play Fiddler on the Roof. He was on it. He had his part memorized. His voice was at its best. He knew he was going to look sharp because his stepdad had bought him a new three-piece suit. He was on top of the world. He was flying high, looking forward to opening night. You can guess what happened. Opening night, John's sister Janelle was also excited for her big brother. She wanted to show him how happy she was for him. So Janelle decided to iron his suit. She had heard John talking on the phone about how sharp he wanted to look. As John was lounging on the couch, Janelle came to him and confessed what she had done. She had scorched his vest. There was a huge iron imprint on the front of the vest, and it was ruined. John was so upset, but he knew his sister hadn't done it on purpose. With as much grace as he could muster, John took a deep breath and thought, okay, I'll just wear the jacket and the pants. His balloon hadn't burst, but he felt a bit deflated. Meanwhile, at the school, Dr. Wells, the choir director, had been informed that Jeff, the narrator, was not coming. He was being quarantined. For some unknown reason, Dr. Wells looked at John and told him that he would have to do Jeff's part, a part that John hadn't memorized at all. At rehearsals, John had barely paid attention to the parts that hadn't concerned him directly. John was in a state of shock. First, his suit. Now this. Why him? He had gone from having it all together, from sounding good and looking good, to feeling inadequate. He was about to lose it. Suddenly, the scripture that he had learned in class came to mind. Psalm 34:10. Young lions do lack and suffer hunger, but they that seek the Lord shall not want any good thing. He thought about it for a moment. Then he prayed to God, asking him to help him. He had hit the end of the line. He could hardly remember the other guy's part. He was underprepared and didn't want to look like a fool. It was hard trusting God to do something at the 11th hour. It was hard relying on God for something so real. He was about to get out there and make a fool of himself. But he reasoned, God doesn't lie. He'd trust him. And it was good. Somehow, with God's help, John did it. Everyone was excited. He was humbled. Yes, he had talent, but every man has a limit, something he can't do on his own. God, however, is limitless and wants to help. It was difficult for John, but he confessed he was actually better for it. John's faith in God's promise increased. There was no shame in admitting he needed help, nor was it weak to pray.
Hi, my name is Dr. Vicki Lynn Holmes, and I'm co-author of the devotional Anchor of Hope. I hope you took heart the lesson learned today. God is limitless. We are not. But I'm here to invite you to a Lent devotional kickoff from February 14th, Valentine's Day, to the day we express our love towards one another, to April 4th, Easter Sunday, the ultimate expression of God's love. Contact me below for more information.